This is the first episode of our YouTube vlog, and I think that's something that we want to share to people. And as we continue that journey, it'd be nice to kind of put that out there and say, what does that look like to people?
Timing on some of these places that you're looking at.
The ultimate goal is to have this open by the end of this year.
It's probably 7 months-ish from design to permit through construction.
Okay.
Yep. It's gonna be about 7 months. So
yeah. Funny thing is, our South Loop space used to be an art gallery as well. So this is our second art gallery that we're taking over. Okay.
Dental office is actually considered office.
Okay.
Even though it's kind of healthcare to me. The city looks at is it a change of use? Did it used to be this and now it's this?
We usually do 10 or 15 years. Yeah. So we do long terms.
I'm sorry, how long?
10 or 15 year terms.
Oh, they're gonna love you then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They love dental offices. So.
Every single place we went to was just like, oh, you're dental, this is perfect. So they were excited everywhere we went.
There's 2 businesses that have the lowest default rates in any industry. So the second is dental, right? What do you think? Right. What do you think the first is?
That's interesting. It's never going to be retail. It's never going to be. Do they say law firms?
No, it's actually funeral homes. So the only thing more guaranteed than dental problems is death.
Nice.
Cool. So we'll wait for your email, and then we'll go from there.
All right, that sounds good, guys. Hey, by the way, I don't know if we've announced that, but we're up for Firm of the Year.
I heard.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. So we're excited, and thanks to our awesome clients, Dentologie, that allowing us to be creative and do some fun stuff.
Awesome. Well, let's keep it going, man. This is exciting.
We're excited. Well, hopefully another award with this space.
We're hoping to.
That's good. All right, man.
Thanks, guys.
We'll talk soon.
Take care.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
This is the first episode of our YouTube vlog that we're filming, and we're really excited. So we're total amateurs when it comes to this, but I think we're really excited to see kind of open up our business and how we do things and our unique approach, and how we've built our brand and how we've built our practices and our culture. And I think that's something that we want to share to people. And as we continue that journey, it'd be nice to kind of put that out there and say, what does that look like to people? I think that we get a lot of questions already about it, so it's nice to kind of put that on YouTube and see the goods, the bads, the uglies, the ups, the downs. And I think that's really what it is.
We've actually known each other for 15 years. So me and Suhail used to play each other in basketball tournaments. We knew of Hanny. We didn't really know you that well yet. But one day, actually, it was the first day of undergrad at orientation, and me and Suhail parked literally right across from each other, and we come out and we're like, hey, and you come here? Yeah, perfect. And literally, I guess since then we've been inseparable. So it's kind of cool how that worked.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We we always say I don't think we ever meant to go into business together, and for being best friends for so long, people always ask us. I think that's a big question that we always hear, how do you guys stay best friends and be business partners? And realistically, I think you have to go beyond just friends.
At the same time, you get to bounce ideas off each other. You get to be creative with each other. There's no judgment. It's pretty raw. It's an open relationship, and there's never-ending trust. So when it's that clean, it makes things a lot more seamless.
Obviously, I think the target audiences are right. There's a lot of dental professionals, dental students. The reason we all thought this was a really cool idea is we constantly, every day, every week, we get emails, we get phone calls, we get a lot of questions from other dentists saying, how'd you guys build Dentologie? How did you, what was the thought process behind it? What was, what was that growth like? How did you start? Who did you hire? And hear those questions every single day. And I don't think that there is a roadmap or a blueprint to do it. And I think that like how we've done it is maybe one way, and I think that it's pretty unique. So I think that, you know, trying to highlight, you know, that part of it, I think is pretty cool.
This is where the series is gonna be good. You got to see what makes us different.
I think what's interesting is, you know, like obviously the model of dentistry is changing, right? I mean, what dentistry is going through now is what medicine went through 30 years ago or 40 years ago.
So what is corporate dentistry?
Practices kind of mainly focus on the numbers, right? Okay, profitability, you know, less on the experience, less on continuity of care. There's a high turnover of patients, high turnover of providers, dentists, and not as much of a focus on the patient experience. The corporation is focused more on, can you make us profitable? How productive are you? How much can we squeeze out of one appointment, or how many patients can you see in an hour? And regardless of how long the patient waits in the waiting room.
You know, how do we compete with corporate dentistry? You compete with corporate dentistry by being better at what you do, right? And being better marketers, being better at the analytics, being better at the finance, being better at HR. And I think that like the cool thing about something like what we're doing is we can encourage people to do that, right? And there's a different way than just corporate dentistry.
And it's cool just for people to see kind of where we are now, because in our minds, we're still in an infancy stage. We're still nowhere near that. We still do things that we hiccup on sometimes, and it's cool for people to get to see that and learn from that. So
Hashtag success and progress.
hashtag always success and progress.
Hashtag every opportunity is an opportunity.
I'm gonna get started.
Okay, cool.
Once you're done, and then-
Yeah, just let us know when you're ready.
Is everybody here?
Yeah, for the most part.
Food's here?
Yeah, cool. Food's pretty much done. Okay, so basically right now we are dividing up into groups so that way we can kind of crowdsource different ideas on how to make the practice better. We've kind of set the bar pretty high, but you know, we need to continue to strive to get better and better. We divided up into 4 groups, basically our separate teams. So we have our assistant team, we have our front team, we have our hygienist, and we also have the insurance and collection team. So right now each group is focusing on how they interact with patients and exactly what they can kind of focus on and how they can make that experience better for the patient. And the idea is once we come back together as a group, each group can discuss exactly what it was that they came up with, and then we'll put that all together and we'll have the dentology experience and also what we can do to make that experience better.
So we discussed having like real-time account access for patients, like on the dentology portal, like how insurance companies have like a patient login where they can access all of their things. Dentology could have the same exact thing.
Water bottles, totes, coffee mugs, lip balms, and pillows.
Oh,
Like that, because
Like marketing,
for
right?
Patients, like, you know how we give the gift boxes, the brush boxes. That'd be something extra, so they always have it, and it's a logo that they're always going to carry around and show around.
We thought about giving out Sonicare, especially patients that gone through deep cleaning and make sure that they're keeping up with their oral hygiene. Sleepers or socks for patients that take their shoes off.
Breakfast or dinner at Dentology for the really early patients, or the patients that have to be there and they're coming from work, don't get a chance to eat anything, having something to take home with them. Having massages and or massage chairs would be nice. We also said having the alternative for people to have like sound machines in the room so that if they're nervous, maybe the TV's not exactly helpful, having like a white noise machine or something with kind of calming.
A good way to kind of wrap it up is that while Carm, said, obviously the patient for us is very, very important, and their experience is the most important. I want you guys intrinsically to know that your relationships are more important to us than just the patient experience. So the fact that you guys treat each other well, with respect, work together, give each other the benefit of the doubt, weighs far more positively in our mind than just a positive review on Yelp. We want you guys to really value your relationships and trust each other, work together, and respect each other 100%.
Many of you know, like, rumors are like we're considering a 3rd location. It's very true. It's going to be on the north side. It's actually narrowed down to like 2 or 3 locations. It's happening. So you'll notice now, like, there's a lot of things we're still trying to iron out, and that's always going to be a part of the process here. We're always going to try to get better and better. And for those of you who have been with us for some time, you've seen the progression. The important thing is you've seen change. So that's kind of the biggest aspect of that.
So we're thinking 2018 for sure, to have the doors open for the 3rd location. There's going to be a lot of new faces, and so training them and showing them how we do things and welcoming them to kind of understand the dentology culture and the experience that we provide here, so that way it's easy to plug and chug. We're going to rely heavily on you guys. Smile Cycle is going to take a big turn too, so I can mention that a little bit more.
We're extremely growth-minded, right? And we can't continue to grow without great people and, great leadership. So, if you're starting to see kind of like how we manage and how we lead, we like other people to also kind of take in part of management and leadership. And, you guys all like make a difference. And as we continue to grow and we add a third practice and a fourth practice and a fifth practice, there's a lot of opportunities for people to step up and take on another role. So, we encourage everybody to, think beyond just your position. I'm not just an assistant. What do I want to do in 5 years? What do I want to do in 10 years? And I think that's why we look at dentology as like a career, right? It's not just, hey, this is a job, this is a career. How can I continue to grow in the company? How can I continue to improve myself, improve my leadership abilities, and and overall obviously become a better person, right? And I think that's like the way that we see it, and we want to give every person that equal opportunity to have that. And being growth minded, that opportunity is here for every single person that's in this room.